All right, so this is very rudimentary. Hopefully you can understand this. This dimensions of the land is 17 by 23 meters. So it's 23 meters deep. It's 17 meters this direction. We want the house to be facing this direction, which is a big, there's like a big like rice paddies over here. And then this would be the house. And I'm not sure if I should have the garage over here or where, but this could be like the garage entrance. I don't need a setback in the front. So that right from the front, it can go straight in. But on these sides, there should be a 2 meter setback and a 2 meter setback. Keep in mind, we had to figure out where to put like septic. There has to be like a leach field and all this other stuff. I don't know exactly where to put it, but it has to go somewhere there. So, and we have to have space for water tanks. That's why with the 2 meters. So I'm assuming the water tanks would be like in the back or something like that. Air conditioners, you know. So that's kind of the back. There's not going to be any windows facing this direction unless you want to put windows on the second floor that direction. So I guess most of the natural light's going to be coming from these directions. You can have some windows in the back if you want on the second floor, but it's going to be looking at somebody else's house. So the view is really looking this direction. So if you don't understand this area too, these can be like, this would be like a porch area. So it's hard to draw it, but just picture like this. And this is like outside, right? So this would be like, you know, this is actually where all the indoors is here. And then this is started outside, but it's covered. I could have like an outdoor barbecue, something underneath there. And then this could be, I know I mentioned I wanted the first floor to have the master. It doesn't look like there's enough space to do that here. I don't know if there's a way for you to figure it out. Not if I have this, because then we have the garage and then it just kind of ruins everything. So it looks like we're gonna have to have a second floor master. I would like to have some sort of bedroom on the first floor if it's possible. And so really what we're trying to figure out is what we can do with this space right here and make it look nice, which has a living room, kitchen, everything like that. And remember, we have open light. This is gonna be like one of those bifold doors, you know, those doors that slide open. So I really want like, in this one too, like indoor, outdoor living space. Just can open up the whole thing. This can go outside. So I want to have a huge kitchen. I mean, the bigger the kitchen you can make, the better. Big living room. I just want it all open. The ceiling here should be 3.5 meters. In fact, if there's a place to put like a vaulted ceiling or have an area to do a small vaulted ceiling, you know, we can add that too. Because obviously on the second floor, this is gonna look real funny to have to do 4 bedrooms. It's gonna be weird. By the way, I don't need any decks, but on the second floor, if you want to make like a small deck, you can make small decks. The decks should be no bigger than 2 meters like deep. I see people with huge decks, they never get used. It just looks silly, so I don't want any huge decks here. But you know, I want a real big master bedroom. You know, the master could literally be like this whole section of the house, which you'll see on one of my other ones. I kind of had a really nice master that looked over, you know, looked this direction, had a closet, everything like that. But we can rearrange it. So just use all the things that I've already done, because all the dimensions I have for the bathrooms and the bedrooms are already kind of set up. And just remember, what we don't want is we don't want to have empty space. I see a lot of people have empty spaces when they go upstairs. We want everything to be used, if that makes sense. And then even finally, if you can add so this is 2 floors. If we could add a 3rd floor, that'd be great as well. And add a 3rd floor, and the 3rd floor is just rooftop, just empty rooftop. There doesn't need a roof on it, just rooftop. So if you could figure out a way to make a 3rd floor with this all just rooftop, I'm gonna put like a gym up there or something like that, or figure something out. And again, this is gonna be ultra modern, Miami style house. So if I can get the floor plan done, then I can work on a nice modern aesthetic design, just super minimal glass windows. I'm using like metal beams with white. It's gonna be white with metal beams and stuff like that. So hopefully it comes out looking cool, but I need a floor plan before I can even do any type of exterior. Thanks, man.